Okay, we've been talking about it all morning. You can't go to Door County without taking in a fish boil. And if you've never been to an authentic fish boil, you need to go. They're so much fun. The food is amazing. There's lots of different places that offer fish boils in Door County, but one of my favorites, it's a family-run place, and they do it the right way. The boil master is hysterical, and the food is out of this world. It's the old post office in Ephraim.
The old post office restaurant has been family run for 30 years. In the 1800s, it was an old post office and convenience store. That's why we went with that name. We're known for our breakfast and fish boils in the evenings.
The basic fish boil starts out as it's a 30-minute process. The potatoes go in first. They cook for a full 30 minutes. Somewhere between 10 and say 19 minutes into the boil, depending on the size and the hardness, is when we put the onions in. Once we reach about the 20 to 22 minute period into the boil, that's when we put the fish in. And these fish will cook for the remaining 8 minutes, which will complete the 30-minute fish boil. At the end of the 30-minute period, we do what's called a boil over. The boil over is not done necessarily as a spectacular sight, even though it appears as such. The primary reason of the boil over is to increase the kettle temperature instantly with the kerosene and therefore force the fish oil, foam, soot, or whatever may be in the kettle at that time over the side, which leaves everybody with a nice clean meal. Then we pull it and bring it up front and serve it to them. The reasons we fashion the wood around the side of the kettle, as you see, is primarily two reasons: high winds and heavy rains. The more it storms off that bay, the more we have to stock the center of the fire with a lot of hardwoods like oak, ash, maple, white birch, popple, elm, and so on and so forth. Then line the outside of that kettle very heavily to prevent the elements from putting the fire out or the high winds from using up excess wood. As far as the wood is concerned, it does absolutely nothing as far as the flavor of the meal. It is used only as a heat source. As far as the fish boil is concerned, it's quite entertaining for people, especially a family. The kids get a good big kick out of it, and they're learning something too. We have many families that have been coming here for years, and of course they know me and they know the owners of the restaurant, and they're almost like family. They come here and they give you great big hugs, you know, and how are you? Glad you're alive, you know. So it is a very family-oriented thing up here. We do get a lot of buses there occasionally, and we try to make them happy also. Did you hear about Charlie the tuna from Starkist? Well, because of the rotten economy, Charlie the tuna's not working either. They finally canned him. What fish pray? Holy mackerel! What song do fish sing at night? Some enchanted evening. If you love fish and you don't want a lot of calories, just don't add the butter and you'll have a great meal.